In the intermediate first year, we have 14 units. In that 14 units, we are going to discuss about the mechanics. In that mechanics, we have consist of 2 units. In the 2 units, the first one is a motion in a straight line. What is meant by the mechanics? Whenever the motion of an object or motion of a body, we will discuss about the motion of a body, that is in the mechanics. In that mechanics, some of the branches is there. Those are, first one is kinematics. Kinematics means it's the study of a branch of a mechanics as well as physics, and the study deals with the motion of an object without a reference of the cause, of motion. Means we don't discuss about the cause, why that body is in motion. Only we will discuss about that when the body is in motion, then what are the parameters are involved during the motion. So in that case, in kinematics, it's a study of the branch of mechanics. Study deals with the motion of an object without a reference of cause of motion. Without cause of motion, we don't discuss about the cause. In that case, here that is a kinematics. The next one is a kinetics or a dynamics. In that kinetics or dynamics, we will discuss about the motion of an object, and as well as a cause of the motion also. We discuss both of them. Means the motion of an object, what are the parameters involving during the motion, and why the body is in motion. What are the factors involved for the motion? So that type of topics we will discuss in the kinetics, or this is referred as also dynamics also. Dynamics also means whenever the body is in motion, why that body is in motion, we will discuss about the cause of the motion also. That is about kinetics. The next one is statics. Statics means, here the statics means we will discuss about the motion of an object whenever the sum of the set of the forces is acting, the body will be in equilibrium position. If the body is in equilibrium, then when the set of forces are acting on the body, then the body is in equilibrium. That study deals with this, the study will do in the statics. That means the study deals with the motion of an object of an object in equilibrium when the set of forces acts on a body. Set of forces act on a body. That is a statics. The next one is a hydrodynamics. Hydrodynamics means it deals with the liquids. Whenever the liquids is in motion, then mostly liquids, the motion of a fluids, when the fluids are flowing, then we will discuss about that hydrodynamics in that case. The next one is hydrostatics. When the fluids are in equilibrium condition, mostly liquids, we will discuss about it. In that case, the study is called as a hydrostatics. When the liquids are flowing in equilibrium condition, then that will be the hydrostatics. The last and final one is aerodynamics. Aerodynamics means the study of an object, motion of an object in a gas media. When the object is traveling in a air or in some of the gas, then we will discuss about that whenever the object is in motion in air media. About this, these are the basic, these are the branches of mechanics, and in that case, in the kinematics, we are going to discuss about the 2 topics is there. The 2 topics are we have in the first year intermediate education, that is motion in a straight line, and another one is motion in a plane. In the motion in a plane. So here we are going to study about first motion in a straight line. Motion in a straight line. In motion in a straight line, which is having the weightage of 4 marks, in intermediate first year public examination. So what are we going to study in the motion in a straight line means when the body is in motion. First of all, what is motion and what is rest? Means if a body is changes its position with respect to its surroundings is called motion. If does not change its position with respect to its surroundings is called at rest. Means rest means if the body is changes its position, if the position of a body does not change with respect to its surroundings is called rest. If the body position changes with respect to its surroundings is called as a motion. That means if the body does not change its position with respect to its surroundings, is called a rest. If the body changes, its position changes with respect to its surroundings is called a motion. Here that rest and motion are both will be relative. Here is that in one situation body can be rest, and in another situation that same body will be in motion. Like that, for example, when we are traveling in a bus or when we are traveling in a train, in some other bike, we are at rest with respect to our co-passenger, and we are in motion, we will be in motion who are standing on the platform, or we are standing in the outside the vehicle, whatever we are traveling outside the vehicle. According to that person we are in motion. That is the one situation. And according to us, if we compare with the co-passenger, we are at rest. That means the same person in two situations there is a rest and there is a motion, means in that case we can say there is no absolute rest and there is no absolute motion. Once again, rest means if the position of a body does not change with respect to its surroundings is called a rest. If the position of a body with respect to its surroundings, if the body changes, means if the position of a body changes with respect to its surroundings is called a motion. So that we can say rest and motion are both relative, because of during in one situation if a body is at rest, that same body will be in another situation can be in a motion also, like that. Because of whenever we are traveling in a bus, we are at rest with respect to our co-passenger, and at the same time we are in motion with respect to the other one who stands outside the bus or on the ground or on the platform. So that case there is no absolute rest and there is no absolute motion. Here is the definitions. You can read, you can write also, you can note. So if the position of a body does not change with respect to its surroundings, it is said to be at a rest. If does not change, and motion means if the position of a body changes with respect to surroundings, it is said to be in a motion. The both are relative. It means a body in one situation can be at rest, but in another situation the same body can be in a motion. Like that, for example, already just we said, we discussed now, when a person is in a moving bus, is at rest with respect to his co-passenger, and the same person in motion with respect to observer standing outside the bus or on the ground. That means we can say that so there is no absolute rest and no absolute motion. Now we are going to discuss about the types of motion. The motion are how many types? So types of motion of a body. In the types of motion of a body we are going to discuss about that. First one is a rectilinear motion. Rectilinear, or also we can say that, or a translatory motion. Translatory motion. Rectilinear motion or a translatory motion. So what is rectilinear motion and what is translatory motion? Means translatory motion. So first of all, rectilinear motion means when a body or point mass of a body, when heavy object a body or a point mass of a body moving along a straight line, when a point mass body or when a object is moving along a straight line is called as a rectilinear motion. When a body or a point mass body also, we can say that point mass body, a body and a point mass body is moving along a straight line. along a straight line. Means if the body is moving along a straight line, then that is said that it's a rectilinear motion. And when the rectilinear motion can be called as a translatory motion. Means here the rectilinear motion can be called as translatory motion when it's a constant particles also moving along the same direction, same parallel lines according to the straight line, as well as like a straight line. Means whenever consists that is translatory, the point mass body cannot be taken in the translatory motion only when the heavy bodies are. Means some of the whenever the body is containing that some of the particles or some of the molecules contain, then only it called as a translatory motion, because of that molecules has to translate from the one place to the another place along a straight line with the parallel lines, parallel in a given time, in a uniform time. So that's why if in case of the particles which is having this, they have to move along a straight line. According to this, whenever it is rotating, then they will completely move along a straight line. Whenever this is called as translatory. Translatory, it's constant particles also moving along parallel to each other along a straight line. If the body is also moving along a straight line, then only this will be the rectilinear. All bodies can be rectilinear and translatory motion. All bodies can be moving along a straight line. Whenever the body is moving along a straight line, that can be say as a rectilinear motion. Translatory motion also whenever it's constant particles also moving along a straight line. When they are fixed at the sum of the equal distances, when the moving along a straight line without colliding each other, whenever the particles are moving along a straight line, then it is parallelly, then it is also called as a translatory motion. Means here the one this is our rectilinear and translatory motion can be uniform and non-uniform. This motion can be uniform and non-uniform. What is meant by the uniform and non-uniform? In later we will discuss about it. What is meant by the uniform non-uniform? Means here uniform means when the particles are traveling in equal distances in equal intervals of time. Means whenever the particle traveled first meter in 1 second, that has to move in the second meter also in 1 second only. In the third second also it has to move in 1 second only. Means equal distance traveled by a particle in equal times of interval is called as a uniform. Or in this case of non-uniform, non-uniform means if the in equal distances in unequal intervals of time, or unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Means in the first second if the body moved into the 10 meters, in the second 5 meters, then that will be the non-uniform. In uniform means in each and every second that body has to move in equal distances. In non-uniform means that will not be equal. If the time is same, the distance are not equal. If the distance is same, the time will be not equal. So that is called as a non-uniform. Simply we can say that. Briefly we will discuss later in the concepts. So the motion can be uniform or non-uniform. Means a rectilinear and translatory motion. The next one is circular or rotatory motion. Circular or rotatory motion. Circular or rotatory motion. This is the first one and this is the second one. Circular or rotatory. Here circular or rotatory motion means if irrespective of path, if a particle moves around a fixed point, permanently, that path is called as a rotatory motion. That path is called as permanently, that motion is called a rotatory motion. And also we can say that the rotatory motion will be circular when the path is a circle. When if the path is circle, if the path is a circle, then the motion is called a circular motion. Circular motion means if in case of the body is moving around a fixed point like this, irrespective of path, moving around a fixed point, permanently the body is moving around a fixed point irrespective of path. That path can be said as a rotational. If this path is a circular, if the path is a circular, then it is called as a circular. Here we can say that every circular motion is a rotatory motion, but it need not to be that every rotational motion be circular. Means every circular motion is a rotational motion, but it need not to be that every rotational motion to be circular. Don't be confused. Here every circular motion, every circular motion is a rotational. Every circular motion is a rotational, but every rotational need not to be circular. Here is that every circular motion is a rotational motion, but every rotational motion need not to be circular. Here we can see that this motion is a circular as well as this can be said as a rotational also, but irrespective of both, this is not a circle but it's a rotational, but it's a circle but will be the rotational. And means whenever the motion of a body around a fixed point, it traveling around a fixed point irrespective of path, either it is moving or circular or it is not moving or circular. If the body is moving around permanently around a fixed point, then that will be the rotational motion. If the path is a circular, then only we can say that that's a circular motion. Once again, when a fixed point a body is rotating, this fixed point is called axis of rotation. When a body is moving, the point where the body is moving around around an axis is called as a rotation, axis of rotation. This is about a circular or a rotational motion. And another one is once again, circular or rotational motion means irrespective of path, if an object, particle moves around a fixed point permanently, that motion is called as rotatory motion. If the path is a circle, then that motion will be the circular motion. And every circular motion is a rotational motion, but every rotational motion need not to be the circular motion. And where the point where the object is moving around the fixed point, that point is called as point of rotation. And a perpendicular line passing through the point of rotation means this point, when the perpendicular line passing through this will be the axis of rotation. From this point, the perpendicular line passing perpendicular to the plane where the body is there, then that axis is called as axis of rotation. And at the point where a fixed point where the body is moving around the point is called as a point of rotation. This is about a circular or a rotational motion, rotatory motion. Next we are going to know this oscillatory motion. In this oscillatory motion, if a particle moves to and fro, motion of a particle means when a particle is moving to and fro, back and forth from its mean position or its definite position is called as a fixed point, is called as a oscillatory motion. if a body moves to and fro or back and forth from its fixed point. That fixed point is called as its mean position in definite time of interval. Indefinite time means here definite time of interval means when a body is moving, if you consider it's a body which is a suspended version, then whenever it is moving to and fro from its fixed position, means it is moving in this direction and in this direction. Now for example, swing while we are singing, then the motion to and fro motion is called as oscillatory motion. When the body is about a fixed point, we are moving from the fixed point. If we go from fro and back, then we are coming from the same point and moving from the same point. We are reaching the same point, means whenever the body is staying at rest without any movement, if the body is staying at rest, that position is called its fixed point or its mean position. It's a mean position. It is nothing but where the body is at rest, means that is not the, whenever the position, when there is no any force is acting on that body, if the body is at rest, that will be its mean position. Whenever it is suspended, then it will stay at rest. That position is called as a mean position, that is equilibrium position, that is fixed point. So if the body is moving to and fro from that fixed point in definite interval of time, means it's a uniform motion. It's a uniform motion, means when the body taken to the time to complete oscillation is equal whenever this. So that's why here the body moves to and fro or back and forth from its fixed point, means its mean position, from its mean position. This will be its mean position. This position is called as a mean position. So here it is that the definite interval of time is called as oscillatory motion. This is about types of motion. Once again, rectilinear or translatory motion means when the body is moving along a straight line is called as rectilinear motion. If its constant particles also moving along a straight line parallel to each other is called translatory motion. Means if your body moving a straight line, it means rectilinear. Its constant particles also moving along a straight line parallel to one another is called translatory motion. And the second one is rotatory or circular motion, means irrespective of path, if a body is moves around permanently about a fixed point, that motion is called rotatory motion. If that path is a circular, then that motion is called a circular path. And a point which is fixed around the body is moving, that point, that is called as a point of rotation. And the perpendicular line passing through the point of rotation from the center of this perpendicular to the plane, moving from the point of rotation perpendicular to the plane is called as axis of rotation. And in that rotational or circular motion, every rotational motion need not to be circular, but every circular motion must be rotational. Every circular will be rotational motion, but every circular motion, every rotational motion need not to be circular motion, because of orbital means earth moving around the sun in elliptical path, not circular. That is also rotational motion, like that. So here is another one is oscillatory motion. If the body moves to and fro or back and forth, means like a swing. When the motion of a particle moving to and fro from its fixed point or its mean position in definite time of interval is called oscillatory motion. These are the three types of motions.